Yes, I'm live. Right. I think we actually hit the limit. I do think that's what happened. That's interesting. Okay. And that's sort of why I actually wanted to limit it to 60 minutes. I was actually worried about the length of the live stream. I wanted to cover everything pretty much within 60 minutes and try to adhere to that timeline. All right, guys. So welcome back. I was just explaining earlier that I think we actually hit the limit in terms of the live, how long we could actually stay on the live session for. I'll just give a few moments for the persons to come back on. I can see M Squared is here. John King, wait a bit. Without a battery light. Like I said, guys, I had taken all precautions this time around. So again, this time I really think it was just a limitation of the software or of the app, not necessarily us. So again, you guys know I need to sync up, but you guys can give me some time to allow the other persons to come back on as well. So again, just give me a moment. I'll just stand to do this. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2. Okay, I'm back, and I can see that you guys are rejoining. Hey, Dwight. Oh, here's a bad thing though. I would have lost all your questions. I think there was just one that I missed because I was up back to around 9:14 thereabout. So I probably only missed one of the questions. And if you had a question, feel free to repost it in the comments here. Let's see, 9. Paul. Oh, all right. Paul, you're very welcome. Thank you for joining. So I'm going to give it around 5 or so minutes because I'm assuming that, again, I wanted to allow people to go to their beds. So, how to understand a company profit, Scotland training. There's a video on my channel talking about how to assess a company's balance sheet, all right? And there is another video of my stock market. There's another video of my stock market class. There are 3 classes, so there are 3 videos. I will literally link the playlist below, and I'll highlight where you can actually find more information about the profitability of company. But how we are assessing profitability is very simple. You're just looking to see that the company is making more money on the bottom line year over year, and then you're trying to identify what strategies they're using to see whether those are sustainable and can actually be expanded on. So hopefully that answers the question for you. Okay. Anyway, all right. So like I said, I really wanted to allow you guys to get off before 10. So if I don't see any more questions, then just want to thank you guys for actually joining in. And of course, if you do have any further questions, feel free to leave them under in the comment section or under any one of these videos. I'm going to make sure that all of the videos remain live on YouTube. All right. Okay. Phoenix, I asked if it would be difficult for TJ to move up like Wigton did in the beginning because it's bigger. I don't think so. So it is bigger, but in terms of the amount of people holding shares, the amount of shares that are going to be held by the public, it's less than Wigton. So Wigton would have had, say, 11 billion shares held within the public. All right. So it's more susceptible to fluctuations. It's more susceptible to volatility. It's highly liquid. Whereas TransJamaica Highway, I think it's going to be around 64% of the shares that are held by reserve shareholders. And most of these persons are not persons that I'm expecting to trade in the shares. Remember, NROC is going to still hold a significant portion of the shares even after the IPO. More than 50% of the shares will be held by some of these institutional legacy shareholders. Bowie and Vinci are going to be participating in the IPO. There are reserve shares for them. There are reserve shares for NROC, and there are reserve shares, I think, for GIO. Let me confirm that. All right. So, reserve shareholders here holding for the long term. That's my expectation as well. Now, even in this live, I have to make mention that I am not a licensed financial advisor. I'm simply an analyst. And so all the information that I'm sharing in this live session is for educational purposes. It's not meant to be taken as investment advice. And the information, the insights that I may even share are not meant to be misconstrued as a recommendation to participate in this IPO or in any other security for that matter. All right, Patrick. Reserve shareholders holding. Well, more long term. It's an infrastructure asset. These guys are going to be owning the highway for the next 16 years, guaranteed, unless somebody actually terminates the concession agreement. And I do believe there are terms. The concession agreement is actually in here, at least the highlights of it, so you guys can actually read that. All right, I'll put in the comments where to find some of these key things that you guys are asking about. If you don't okay. Again, reading Dwight's comments, I forget exactly what I was saying. But wow, 17 of you guys. So at least I want to think that I would have covered most of the questions that you guys would have had. I want to most definitely thank you guys for tuning in. Seemingly we proved that the third time is a charm, because we were able to go well over an hour and look at some of the key things in this session. And the intention going forward is that when there are new prospectuses out on the market, then I will arrange with the community to actually do a live session like this. You guys can, here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Go back and like all of the previous live sessions if you want for me to continue to do the prospectus reviews going forward. All right, and leave a comment. So leave a comment on the previous live chats or live sessions, as well as like the live chat if you want for me to continue to do these prospectus reviews going forward. And of course, if you have any thoughts on how I can improve, any questions, any comments, any suggestions, leave them also in the comments section, and I will definitely take them under advisement. A lot of people, somebody gave me the suggestion for this lapel, and we adopted that. Somebody also said that I should consider getting a secondary device for redundancy, and we did that. So if you guys give me good suggestions, I will implement them. And I want to thank you for being a part of the community, for sharing and interacting, and of course for spending your valuable time with me as well. If you have anything else, my contact was in the last live, so if you go and look at that, you'll actually get it, and you can reach out to me. Okay, so all the best. Good night, everyone.